Welcome everybody to Tell 'em. Today we're going to be discussing the Gersh Cipher in Zetsubou no Shima, and this is by far my favorite cipher I've ever seen in my life. Anyways, I want to give thanks to the guy who found it. I believe it's from the COD Zombie subreddit. His name is Crafty or something like that. Hopefully that's the guy who found it originally. I'll have a link down in the description either way. Now getting right into this. First let me read it off to you guys. My name is my name. My name? Oh yes, it is Gersh. How long have I been floating? Minutes? Years? Where is now? I guess I can forgive Yuri. I quite like my new form. Where am I now? A city on fire by a river? I know this place. Finally, I am home. Oh my gosh, the wording in that is absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love this cipher. My favorite cipher just by the wording. Now to actually first break this thing down. So first he says his name is Gersh, and if you guys are unaware who Gersh is actually a Soviet scientist and the leader of the Ascension group from the map Ascension. And we'll actually get more into exactly what happened to him and why he's kind of important in a bit. Now let me go on to the next part. How long have I been floating? Minutes? Years? Where's now? I guess I can forgive Yuri. I quite like my new form. So what he's actually talking about is when he says his new form and why he has to forgive Yuri is because inside Ascension, Yuri threw a Gersh device at him and he kind of just got sucked up into it, and now we believe to have become some ethereal being. And as for why he doesn't know how long he has been floating or why he's even floating and how he doesn't know all this stuff, it's kind of a question mark. We don't really know that. But anyways, moving on, he says, where am I now? A city on fire by a river? I know this place. Finally, I am home. So at the end, he says he is home. And since he is a Soviet guy or a Russian guy, he's probably talking about somewhere in Russia, which we'll figure out in a second where it is. And then he says, then at the start, he says a city on fire by a river. Now this pretty much confirms where he is, because we in Shadows of Evil got this paper scraps around the map, and we had 4 locations. First one led to where the giant was, second one was to where Dreisendrache was, the third one was to where Zetsubou no Shima is, and the last one is to the city of Stalingrad, or nowadays Volgograd. And Stalingrad is actually next to a city, next to a river. The reason why it's on fire, I will explain now. So there's something called the Battle of Stalingrad, and it was a part of the Eastern Front during World War II, where Nazi Germany fought the Soviet Union for the city of Stalingrad. Now this was the absolutely bloodiest battle in all of warfare ever. Nearly 2.2 million personnel died, and maybe like 5 million people were wounded. Now this is absolutely insane. It was like just one of the bloodiest things, and the reason it's on fire because, you know, it's the middle of a battlefield. Of course there's going to be a lot of fire. But now that we're done breaking down the cipher, I want to talk about a few things about the cipher in general. Now the first thing I want to point out is that something I feel a lot of people are missing is that why is this cipher even being written? Because if you think about it, we have prevented the events of every single map. We prevented the map of Darius and all Moon and all these other maps. But Ascension still happened. And I want to get more into this towards the end because I wanted to reach the climax at the end. But I want for you guys to listen to 2 of these radios inside Ascension.
Stop! You stop! Fine. Okay. I will. This had better be good, Yuri. The fact that you are even in this lab again is reason enough to have you permanently removed. You've done anything that will ruin Ned's inspection. Do not worry. You will not be disappointed. In fact, I'm sure you won't forget it. But I can't take all the credit. If you will do me the honors. What the? You fat pig! Enjoy your dip! No! What have I done?
So the first one I had you listen to was just Yuri, the guy who killed Gersh, or sent him into the Gersh device. It's just him going crazy. I'll explain why that's important in a second. And the second one was just him actually killing Gersh or whatever you want. I'm going to say killing, but it's not killing. Forgive me for that though. So the first thing, going back to the first radio, is that he's hearing a laughter in his head. And what we actually thought this to be during the time of Black Ops 2 was actually Samantha laughing in his head, making him go crazy, and he go and kill Gersh. We had no reason why Samantha wanted Gersh dead or anything like that, but we just thought that was a thing. But if you actually think about it now, Samantha is not in the MPD. She's not in control of anything. So who is exactly making Yuri go crazy? Because he did go crazy, because Gersh is actually got sent into the ether because he's an ether cold being now. So who actually made him go crazy? What's this laughter in his head? One thing I want to point out is that when he says this laughter in my head, it's always in my head, I can't Victor. I'm not too sure who Victor is. If I'm just being dumb and I completely forgot, go ahead and leave it down in the comments, but I just don't recognize a Victor character in my head. I'm not too sure exactly what he's doing there, but if you guys can tell me again, go ahead and leave that down in the comments. Now, I have no idea who could possibly make him go crazy, since it's not Samantha. I have no idea who it is. It's just completely weird to me, because in the later one, when he kills Gersh, you also hear it kind of sound like Samantha's laugh. So I have no idea what that is about. I'm just completely lost in this one. Tell me what you guys think, because I have no idea. If you guys have any theories about that, go ahead and tell me. But anyways, going past this, going back to that part where I wanted to go to a while ago, is that all these events we thought shouldn't have happened because we've been preventing them all. But these events of Ascension still happened. Because not only did he get sent into a Gersh device and become an ether being, he was freed from Ascension. Because if he was not freed from Ascension, then he wouldn't be floating over Stalingrad for some weird reason. And how did he exactly get freed? Remember, we're the ones who freed him. We were what we thought to be the 1.0 characters freed him. But the 1.0 characters never got a chance to do that. We killed already 3 of them, and they're dead. They can't do it. So who actually freed them? What my theory is that in Ascension, I've had this theory before, I have a separate video on this, and I want to actually extend this further, is that these characters are not the actual characters that freed them. The 1.0s weren't them. These are separate characters entirely. They could even be ones like in the Origins one from a different dimension going and freeing Gersh. For what reasons, I have no idea, but I believe this to be the case because even in Ascension, if you remember, how did we get there? We just somehow got there on a lunar lander. Never explained that. And on top of that, Richtofen was wearing a spacesuit. Again, was never explained. Why would he even be wearing a spacesuit? It makes no sense at all. I have no idea what is happening here. It just makes no sense. What if there's other Dempsey's, Nikolai's, and Richtofens and Takeos all in the same universe? What if there's the Origin set, there's a 1.0 set, and then there's these ones for Ascension? That'd be so cool. Tell me what you guys think about it. I have no idea. That'd just be so cool. What if we, at the end of DLC 4, we run into other Dakeos, not only the 1.0s, but these Ascension ones? That'd be absolutely sick. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think it's absolutely insane what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense at all, or anything at all. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you found it informative and helpful. And if you did, go ahead and like. If you want to stay tuned for more Call of Duty and zombies stuff, go ahead and subscribe. And I will catch you guys on my next video.